Joining us now is Bob Woodward, author of the new book, Obama's Wars. And he's with us live in the studio this morning. This is a book ostensibly about Afghanistan. As it turns out, it really is about Pakistan, which is in the news these days because of all the drone attacks. The Lara Logan piece right on the border and 60 Minutes there over the weekend. This is a war that's not going away, but as it turns out, it ends up being so much more about Pakistan.
Exactly. I saw that 60 Minutes piece, and you see how violent it is in Afghanistan, and of course, the dirty little secret here that's not a secret is that the safe havens for al-Qaeda and the Taliban are in Pakistan, and so they literally are there in Pakistan. The Taliban insurgents go back for R&R weekends, and then their trucks being waved through by Pakistani at their border checkpoints to go into Afghanistan to kill American soldiers.
The thing that is, I think, so interesting about this book is it puts all the characters in their proper places, and then you see, though, that these folks are infused with ambition and intelligence and have lots of things at stake, and there really is quite a lot of friction among them all as they're theoretically trying to get to the same place.
Yes, that's right. I mean, it's intense. What I find is that, and kind of the summation of some of this is, so much is unsettled. The president's committed to 30,000 more troops into Afghanistan, but in these secret meetings in the Situation Room in the White House, he repeatedly says, we need a plan to get out. There can be no wiggle room. I'm not going to do 10 years. He is out of Afghanistan psychologically, and the question is, for Commander-in-Chief, don't you have to be kind of the guy who's up there, yes, we can, we're going to win?
Well, of course, when he takes over, they were already in this war for 7 years, and what he was not going to do in the book was give the military a blank check and an open-ended deal, say, go do your best.
Yes, and he tried to limit it in terms of the number of troops and the strategy. Some people in the military, like General Petraeus, felt, well, we got 30,000, we asked for 40,000. The limitation on the mission is not that great, and what we have to do, and I mean, this is true at CBS, the Washington Post, any institution.
It's reality.
Show progress, and you'll be given more time.
One of the criticisms that comes to you when you write these books is people think you must give truth serum to the people you interview, but also that some of the people who come off best are the ones who talk to you the most. How would you respond?
Well, I talked to nearly everyone in this case, and including the president and the vice president and Secretary of Defense have said they talked to me. The key to this in the spine of the book are these notes of NSC meetings, the documentation, so it's not somebody's favored spun recollection. It is exactly what happened. And you know, some people, you know, there are many, this is what can make your head hurt. And you can look at it like the White House read it, people there, and Robert Gibbs, the press secretary, essentially embraced the book, said, read the whole book. This is a story of a president struggling. Other people have read it and said this is a story of a president who doesn't know exactly where he's going.
It depends on where you come from, what you take away from it, without question. One of the other great telling things is Stanley McChrystal sort of the foretelling of his own downfall, and there's lots of really very interesting and amazing things in here.
Thank you.
Woodward, we're out of time. Thank you very much for being here this morning.